Hello. Gotta wake up a little bit today. Um, I haven't had any caffeine because um, I usually drink like a diet soda or something. I've cut out a lot of sugar recently. Um, what are they playing? Seems good. I cut out a lot of sugar recently, so I've been switching to diet sodas and stuff. But I don't always have one, so sometimes I don't get that caffeine I need in the morning. Um, One of the things that I have to get used to it's something weird. I try to have tea with caffeine in it, but it doesn't do the same thing. I think maybe the L-thiamine in the tea might relax me a little bit too much. So I really just need the caffeine alone to get my reaction time up a little bit and to like feel in flow in the game, mechanically speaking at least. And then it also like does engage my mind too. So I guess that's important. Also, we gotta wait for my medication to kick in. I have the SSRI. My antidepressant should be waking me up soon. The interesting thing about my antidepressant is that we need to go for those AI guns soon. I used to have a lot of like OCD-like compulsions. I still do, but they're the ones that I allow. But like I used to be pretty bad. Used to be like, whoops! I thought I had a recoilless. Okay. Yeah, they used to be pretty bad, and I'm still fixing that, I would say. I have a lot of the habit loops and the neural pathways in place caused by those compulsions to like yell and stuff like that and other things, especially when things don't go as expected. So that might be part of it. I'm not sure. I think I have a lot of things stacked together. I'm trying to do some thinking on that really quick to see if I have any more insights on that, but I think I'm just forming new habits. And from my understanding of habits, it takes about 2 weeks to form a new habit. And I'm not sure how long it takes. I don't know if habit loops ever go away. I heard something about like that's what makes addiction really terrible. And it makes bad habits really terrible because the trigger for the habit always exists. So instead you form a new thing that says to not do it rather than getting rid of the pathway that says to do it, in a sense, until it becomes like a memory that you don't think of as much, more than a compulsion that is active every time it's triggered. But again, the only reason why I can make progress on that is because I take fluoxetine, which also treats OCD-like symptoms. Those were good shots. Like, for example, my aim, that's OCD. Like, every time I miss a shot that I intend to hit, I'm upset with myself internally. I do not like it. My entire attention is to hit that shot, and I expect to hit it in most cases. Unless I'm firing repeatedly, then I know I'm not aiming for a specific shot. What I'm trying to do is just put it down by hitting its body a few times. That's not good. Okay. That's the wrong weapon. Okay. I need this now. He had the recoilless.
Calling in orbital strike. Activating jump pad. Requesting air support. Requesting a bridge. Heavy southwest. Close. Get some! Get some! New mag.
I did jump over that fire on purpose. The enemy fire. I should have kept heading for cover, though. Okay. I think I can set up here for a second. My team is moving on, but that's okay. I might be able to get a shot off right here. Damn it. I can hit the shot.
Dropship. East. Dropship. Orbital inbound. Dropship. East. Spot. Requesting air support. 100 meters. Engaging. I'll take it. Requesting air support. Affirmative. Supplies.
They're running back to me, which is pretty smart. I guess they're running over there.
Sending in an eagle.
Unfortunately, this mountain is in my way. I did dive there because I was worried that it was going to aim at me. And no one needs healing right now, I did check. I ping supplies after I take supplies so that teammates who are paying attention can count the number of supplies left in it, but also because they know that a supply is left in it. That's less important now because it shows up on minimap, but I still think it's good because some of the players don't notice that there's a supply available to them until they, until it's pinged. Ooh. I missed that shot. I have a hard time hitting the jetpack ones while I'm scoped. I have to unscope to hit them. I think it has something to do with the way that I predict their trajectory. I need to see, because they're moving so fast, I need to see more before I can calculate the position I need to aim. There should be, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, damn it, 6. Okay. 4 here. I'm gonna reload in case I don't have 4. And we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, 5. Oh, that's another thing that's important to note about the way that I game here is that I spoke in the previous session that I recognize patterns. So you have things like the positioning of enemies and how many enemies are in a spot. So like if I remember correctly, it's like that, and that maybe. But you build that muscle memory and you can do it before you take those shots. So you can, like practicing a golf swing, you can just go bop, 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 bop. And then when you're confident in it, just take those shots.
Activating jump pack. I'll handle the terminal. Supplies. Calling down fortification. Calling in an eagle. Unleashing democracy. Heavy. Southeast. 50 meters.
You have been a stalwart line of extract when ready.
Marking location. Handle that. Southeast.
So I mark that just in case it's useful for the team as we have enemies approaching us, or if we get a drop called on us, we can hit that. I have an impulse to shoot it immediately, but then you can waste it. Also, the team needs to know that they're positioned by it, because when they're positioned by it, they remove that opportunity for us to use it if a patrol comes from that direction. We would have to fall back first. That little turret over there that you can see skylined right there is extremely dangerous, so I'm going to take it out if I can. Those are really hard to spot, so if you do see one, it becomes a priority.
Affirmative. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I usually notice when teams need it.
Calling in orbital strike.
They usually don't have to ask me. I was distracted by trying to observe the fortress.
To the sky!
That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I don't think you understand how calculated that was.
Here comes the cavalry. Eagle 1 leaving
Oh, it bounced off the armor. I think that will get it. I gotta mark this though, because the teammate doesn't see it.
Requesting sentry.
A little bit of an issue with the UI right now. The scope isn't activating on the weapon. Oh, the weapon isn't there. That's why the scope isn't activating on it. That tells you that the game is actually using the real-world location of the gun. So, you know, games can either project a fake overlay of a first-person weapon, or they can actually do a real first-person weapon. You can tell this game does a real first-person weapon by, if you go up like this and it does that, you can kind of tell, and then it clips into the geometry. And because it clips into the geometry, you know that it's not an overlay. Because the overlay in other games wouldn't clip into walls. That's one of the ways that you can see. There are another few things that give that tell away. One of them is the bug that just happened where I lost my scope when the weapon disappeared.
Dropping a pin. Southwest. 300 meters.
And then also there are instances where the scope doesn't activate. And it remains a black texture. And that tells you that it's using the real world gun, because what they're doing is when you're not using the weapon in first person, they don't show
Calling down a support weapon.
the scope. You can see right there that the scope that's on that weapon, it's actually not doing its thing, so they're saving frames and cutting the render time. I might die here, that's unfortunate. I didn't pay enough attention. We win these, we win these.
Engaging. I'll take it.
Activating jump pad. I need supplies. Thank you. Eyesight. Thank you.
Enemy patrol. South.
Hey, gun's right there.
Requesting air support.
I can hit that from here. Okay, so how do you hit that from here? It's a little bit difficult to do this. So we're gonna look through the scope.
Requesting orbital strike. You may proceed.
We're gonna line it up perfectly while laying down. We'll switch over to the Quasar Cannon, and don't move the mouse.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Calling down a sentry.
Attack underway.
I could start calling my shots, kind of like in pool. Okay, I'm gonna go help host. Man, I ran him right through and he survived that shot. A little bit upset that I missed the other one. Oh, I'm very upset that I messed up that that jump pack. Because I was gonna use it to get to host. I was thinking about, yeah, I'm gonna stem him now.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Okay. Those shots were just test shots. So, like, there's a thing where if you try to do the reaction shot, the first couple for me are kind of like guideline shots that tell me where my placement is, and then I adjust from there. So I don't really count them as misses because they're kind of hopeful shots. But I do count, like, that would have been a miss. That's a miss. Like, that's on me. When I hit the armor instead of the leg. I should have predicted that movement of the enemy. I'm getting back to my team before I get caught out.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
So, to talk about mechanics, we separate mechanics to be either game sense as a mechanic, in the sense of making good decisions, making good positioning. Game sense would be the stratagems you bring, the weapons you select, how you prepare for encounters, your positioning during encounters and after them. Those are all things to think about. Next game sense is when I notice that a teammate has a little bit of health that's missing. That's a game sense thing. I've learned to look at my teammate's health, and it's poor game sense for me to not be aware of my surroundings and aware that a teammate is half health behind me, like what happened earlier. And then we have mechanical skill. And mechanical skill is purely the ability to dodge, the ability to not miss inputs, the ability to aim where you want to aim, the ability to hit the shots that you want to hit.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Truly getting good at a game involves practicing both game sense and mechanical. I'm not sure what my teammate said. So you practice those things to the point that they're automatic. Both the game sense decisions you are making, your positioning, and then your mechanics and stuff. And entering flow in gaming is when your game sense and your physical mechanics or I forget what it was called. Technical. I'm not sure.
Mission coordinates locked.
So
Engaging orbital thruster. Orbit synchronized.
when all of that preparation and practice aligns is when. Okay, I have to switch off of this. I usually use a jumping spider, but I don't think I'll be able to with how many units we see in these fights. I'm gonna go engineer. I get more utility. Okay, he's back. Or they're back. Anti-tank. Okay, let's try this.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Okay, I didn't think about that too much because having the heavy machine gun emplacement is effective, but when I'm on it, I can't be using my recoilless. Oh no, I didn't bring... Oh no, I messed up. Did I bring a recoilless when I have a backpack? Shit. I think I did, see? I got confused and then I got flustered because I was trying to change my loadout and I was taking too long, in my opinion. So I just picked a bunch of things. Oh, and I didn't even know that person was back. Or was still gone, so I was still getting flustered for no reason. Oh no, I brought anti-tank. Okay. Okay. This will work. Yeah, this is actually good because the cooldown between the anti-tank and everything, you can share the cooldown. Or you can alternate cooldowns. And an appointment tomorrow. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Objective complete.
Oh, there's a flare over there. All of those shots I'm mad about. That shot I'm gonna hit. I need to get out of here. I'm so used to having the jetpack, and it allows me to put myself in bad positions. We hit these.
What injuries? Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting sentry.
I guess I need to talk about what's happening. Oh, unfortunate. What hit me? Oh, sentry. That sucks. I'm trying to keep the ads down. So like the smaller units. That's what my role is here.
Democracy dignity maintained.
Thank you.
I actually just, I almost stimmed on impulse. You might have seen my finger go to it. But I didn't press down on the key. Because we have F3. An easy way to communicate the need for stims is just to stim one. If they have it. Usually you'll get a return stim. Thank you.
Sending in an eagle.
Oh my god, I missed these. By the way, when I say we, you know, it's the royal we. It's not the I'm crazy and schizophrenic we. I am a singular individual. Oh, I thought I had the quasar.
Calling in reinforcements. We've got equipment.
Northwest? Never mind. Heavy. Northwest?
So I was trying to charge the quasar. But instead I just killed myself. You know.
Requesting fortification.
Requesting advanced weapons. Calling down a sentry.
Thank you.
Oh, my rover's gonna take care of those now. Okay. So rover changes your aiming priorities. Always go thermites on the underbelly of it. That's what's effective for it. Underbelly is the weak point on it, and it also kills the units that it might be spawning. Okay, dangerous unit right there. See, like a rover with the jump pack would be essentially unstoppable. It might be too much. But the rover's weakness comes from the inability to reposition quickly to make it effective. You have to be constantly moving forward and pushing. Like, it'll do its job, but you gotta really lean into it. I'm getting out of here. Stimming because I'm about to take damage, diving over the wall. Rover is reloading, which means my priorities go back to normal. Rover's not reloading anymore, which means it changes my priorities. I go for the heavier units while the rover does its thing with these.
Thank you. Dropped it.
Oh. Oh, you already stemmed it. I'm sorry. Throwing that grenade killed me. Made it where I couldn't dive when I got hit with the fire.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Requesting sentry. Hearing? What is? Rare sample acquired.
Oh, we destroyed that. We didn't destroy that. We dodged these. That's dangerous. Okay. The reason why I struggle with those smaller turrets is because they're so difficult to spot. If they had a red light on them, I wouldn't care so much. I'd be able to spot them easier. But they're camouflaged so well with the rest of the fortress that it makes it really hard to spot them for me. I have difficulties with contrast and lack of saturation. Things like nighttime maps I struggle with, but also dark colors that are
Mission at
blended
40
together.
remaining.
It makes it hard for me to see and distinguish the shapes.
Tagging location. Northwest. Cancel that. Danger. Northwest.
Oh, teammate needs a stem too. I could have hit that shot, but I didn't want to waste if I couldn't. Because there's a better position right there. Other teammate needs a stem too. Easier just to wait for him to reload. I knew he was going to. Well, I didn't know he was going to, but if my game sense was properly attuned, I would have automatically realized that he fired the recoilless. And then I would have immediately waited for him to reload it.
Calling down a support weapon. Calling down a sentry.
Requesting orbital.
I'm out.
Requesting sentry.
I only fired that because it was extra. I wouldn't need it. I hope that walking barrage takes care of it. Okay. Right now is a good example of how you can see that both green and pink are
Facility destroyed.
slightly damaged. And so am I. Because... Oh, I was about to make a joke about being damaged. But that wasn't good because it causes flashbacks. So,
Never mind. Fox.
give me a second.
100 meters. Requesting orbital strike.
Alright. So you can tell by the little box that's at the end of Pink's tag or health bar that he has a sliver of health missing. So you don't even need to check to see if there is a gap. You simply need to check to see if that box or that shape is at the end of the bar. And if it is, it means that the teammate could be stimmed. Missing those shots killed my teammate. That's gonna hit me hard. I didn't realize that this was the battle it was gonna be. I'm stimming through this and getting in here and hoping that I can kill it before it melees me. My recoilless friend took care of it. So, I knew my teammate was taking damage, and I knew that the enemies that I saw were not responsible for it, so I knew that there must have been enemies behind me that were damaging my teammate, which is why I went for that over anything else. And that's, again, a game sense mechanic, pure instinct, purely drilled into my mind from hours of gameplay type of thing. And then you have to deconstruct it afterwards, because it happens too quickly. Happens too quickly in real time.
Rare sample acquired. Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weapon. Thank you.
So you can see that orange currently needs a stim and no longer does. Okay. I'm gonna be waiting for a large unit. Like that one. But we have to keep in mind that the recoilless is probably gonna be faster than me. I'm gonna heal if I can. Okay. Priority is now... Oh, nothing we could do about that. I was gonna say priority is now the reinforced strider because my teammate was having trouble with it. And he was reloading, which meant that if it released a missile, it had a good chance of killing a teammate. Oh no. I'm gonna hit that shot. So sometimes you don't even have to hit the shot because an enemy unit that you're line of sighting will actually take out the unit in front. Okay. I am gonna hit this headshot. Nope. I messed up. And once I messed up, I kind of committed to it, hoping that his flinch would bring him in. But otherwise, he was just gonna die. Okay, I need to try to get to orange. I hate missing when teammates really need help. I put it facing that direction because I was worried about the guy who had just lit up on me. But I should have been facing the other direction, but this works out pretty well with this patrol. I think I saw a unit there. Hmm. Oh, it was just a light right there.
Outpost destroyed.
Okay. So how do we know where they are in this situation? You can wait for them to come in, you can wait for their laser fire, or you can wait for an explosion over there to silhouette them. You can also look down like this, so you can tell where enemies are that way. And then the hit markers tell you when you're firing in the right direction. That's my fault. You can't do much about it, but I would like it if they made the missile sound louder so you know that you've been shot at by one, and I would just dodge immediately. Might be able to save me. When it comes to like things like that, I think the devs have like a really cool opportunity to make some really cool stuff happen when it comes to players that are at a certain skill level, because you can always adjust the difficulty of your game to be just the right amount of challenging at the highest difficulty for your best players. And I don't know if I'm a best player or not. I'm still learning. I'm under 1,000 hours, and you would need over 10,000 to become a master at something. You know, you learn something every session. New muscle memory is built. Reactions get quicker. I can tell after just sleeping that I'm better at the communication part of this. There's something interesting that happens with learning and sleep. I tend to sleep on things when I'm having trouble, or like when I'm learning a new skill or something. Sleeping is the best thing I can do after I believe I've learned enough. Because I wake up and all of a sudden that information that I was trying to learn, that I had learned yesterday, has become integrated overnight. And it just happens slowly. I want these samples.
Marking location. Cancel that. Southwest.
Going down a support weapon.
Thank you.
We win these.
South.
Oh, there's one common sample.
Position. Affirmative. Thank you. Mag.
I'm recalling my drone because I don't want to accidentally get in a combat engagement. It's not a shot I intended to hit, really. So he's gonna hit that with the recoilless next. Which means that I can line up and take that. That Strider's gonna be a problem for us if it activates. There's an enemy right there. Oh, it activated. 1, 2, 3. Missed a shot. Was worried about angering any enemies nearby. Usually when I see a teammate dive, it means that they ran out of stamina.
Affirmative. Heavy, down, close. Calling down a sentry.
I think this is going to be a larger engagement, so I'm going to do the encampment here. That missile that came across my screen was extremely dangerous. Okay, teammate is fortressing me, that's good. Or turtling, if you remember Overwatch. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about, was that this would be a good position for that unit in case the gunships came out of the factory.
Outpost destroyed.
Okay.
Heavy, northwest, 50 meters.
Engaging. I'll take it.
Okay. At that point, I was just trying to get some fire down there. If I aim at the tracks, I can do it. I can disable it.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Orbital inbound.
Okay, that's out of ammo now. Orange needs healing. No one else does.
Clear the area.
Trying to form a new reaction towards whether or not to reload or hold the ammo in the clip.
Making progress.
Air sample
Okay.
required.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Their time to kill was better. I didn't have... It takes almost a full clip. I'm not trying to hit it at that point. I'm just letting the teammate do damage. And doing the same damage to the same area. Because in this game, enemies have separate health pools for different limbs. So you can't kill a unit by shooting a bunch of different limbs. You have to shoot the same area, the same health pool. So like, for example, that back is different than its chest. So if you see a teammate shooting a certain area of an enemy already, then you know that you don't have to commit much ammunition to that, and you'll be saving your teammates' ammunition and decreasing the time to kill. I was thinking about what to do there. I decided to just thermite it. I need to make sure it doesn't shoot me before then, before it dies.
Reinforcing.
Okay,
Package acquired. Dropping package.
I'm gonna throw that there in case they want to use it while I'm distracted.
Drop in package. Objective located. Drop in package.
The reason why I pinged his package was so that I could see it and know that it was napalm. It's a smoke, yeah. So there's always like 2 left. So we knew that the last 2 were gonna be blue and smoke.
Liberty dispatched.
Okay. Having some issues with my shoulder, so I'm moving around a little bit, moving my hands, making sure they do the right things when I tell them to.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Okay. That was unfortunate. Okay.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
So he's out of stamina right now, so I can shoot him, and then he'll move faster.
Drop ship. New mag.
I've noticed that all I really need is a point of reference, and then I can basically hit anything, so I know the point of reference for him is the tag, the name tag, so I can still shoot him through the fog.
Affirmative.
I like that the medic has 2 extra stims, and I use that in situations like this where I'll keep them moving faster because they have free stims, and then I'll stim myself to keep up with them.
Objective critical stratagem available.
I like to throw these turrets up there, so it's gonna land on the roof of the bunker.
New mag.
Objective critical stratagem no longer
We have 1. I can't count them because they saw me. I was pretty sure there was gonna be 3.
Rare sample acquired.
I think this is a good position to hold here when the bots start dropping.
Got a sample. Calling down a support weapon.
Okay. 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. I hit the leg, unfortunate. So that's one of the different body things. Oh, I'm also hitting the shield right now. Oh, wow.
New mag.
I just... Did I get hit by something, or did I hit myself by shooting the shield? I don't know why I grabbed that. It was impulse, in case I needed stims. Because it was about to be a bad situation. But I had full stims. I think I'm about to die. So, teammates VC gave me the thought that I was about to get killed, but I didn't want to react in case I survived it. Usually, when I'm in a turret like that, it's a rooted position, and you're gonna stay in it, basically no matter what.
Thank you.
And by rooted position, I mean a rooted position is one that you won't give up. You're like a tree, and you're gonna stay in it. And when you unroot yourself, is when you would be moving and mobile. And so when I say that it's a rooted position, I mean that me staying in the gun is more important than most other things at that moment, including my own survival, because the opportunity to take out the units that are going to harm my team, like the Hulk and the those Striders, is so important that it's worth the reinforcement if I die.
Thank you.
And what I meant before,
Bag's empty. New mag. Thank you.
I love this. It's hilarious.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Aim for the eye if you can. Oh wait, no.
This is gonna be a bad position to be in soon. So we need to make a better position to be in.
We just gave up position, right?
That's unfortunate. The rocket might kill me. The rocket sentry might kill me. Yeah. Shouldn't have done it that way. Oh, it still helped the teammate. I gotta tell him that that's dangerous as hell, though. Okay, he's gonna need that one.
I'm out. Affirmative.
Dodge those rockets. Nice. Doesn't even need help.
Calling down a support weapon.
Oh, did it hit the shield? No, it did the damage. Okay, it started healing. That's just lag right now. He's running around like he's tapping things. That's funny.
New mag.
I need to get closer for my guard dog to do work.
ETA T-minus 1
I said guard dog and Ruth came into the room. She asked if I called. Okay. Unfortunate network issues.
Uh-oh.
Host might be having a problem.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
Oh, I thought I was missing those shots. Thought I was just bad. I decided to heal him because if I shot, it would have killed him.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Have a taste of democracy! Get some! Get some!
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Victory was never in doubt.
Okay, I think that was a good morning session. There's Kenji. I hope he got credit for it still. Oh, there's a little bit of light glaring into my setup now. You can see the sun's coming up. And the red aesthetic that I had so carefully planned has been destroyed, and you can see my... You can't see my mic, good. You can see something though, there's something over here. Is that my watch? Yeah. Damn.
Welcome back. Well done.
I might take a break, full mission. I'm trying to see if I can hug him. I'll start another round, see if they're sticking around.
One mission more.
Mission coordinates locked.
But if they don't stick around, then I can head out for a second. I could eat breakfast and stuff. I think I do want to do something about the light now. I have to put something in the window because it's messed up the entire setup. Ah! We can go back to the jumping spider build. And I'm gonna try to start taking care of the light.
Helipod launch initiated.
you. To the sky! meters.
Affirmative.
Main objective nearby.
Reinforcing.
Oh, I accidentally toggled the mic off. I think they wanted to say something more, but I'm checked out. Okay, so yeah, about 2 hours is where I start maxing out. I'll get some caffeine, see if there's some soda in the fridge. Maybe I'll make some tea. And then I'll be back on whenever I need to do my next session.